New objective, get the fuck out of here. But wait, manuscript. Wait, I just took damage.
Followed the fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the rider hit the water, he ordered Jack to take the boat to him. The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning, even in the water. Jack turned the radio louder as the engine sputtered. The music was rough and clanking, something the Anderson brothers would no doubt have enjoyed. But Hartman chose to ignore it. Wake was finally within his reach.
Okay. Escape the clinic. We just unlocked these doors. Is it a quick time event? What's going on here? There's nothing else for us to really do here. Oh, okay. And that's weird how it didn't register the first 2 times. Well, we don't have a flashlight. So I'm just gonna run from these fools, and we can't go through there. Can't go through there either.
The possessed bookshelves out of my way.
Yeah. Where's the flashlight at? I don't think there's one behind the desk. Let's go up the stairs. Okay. Funny how that generator just kinda plopped up here. Oh shit. It's like the darkness was like, oh. Well, we can't go that hard on him. Might as well leave a generator for him. It sure is taking forever. We only got 5 shots left in the revolver. I'm going to conserve them. Man, I wish I had, I wish I had an Elgato to record The Last of Us. I love that game. Oh, what are we doing, Flare? I'm really excited for the Evil Within 2. Like, genuinely super excited. I love the first one. That's something I'm gonna be playing when it comes out.
Hartman knew he was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front. And he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction, to be a producer. That was what most of these people were in need of anyway. Of course, suitable subjects were few and far in between.
So basically he's just using everyone. That's a shame. It seemed like he really wanted to help too. Alright, so everything's going to fucking hell right now. I'm kind of stuck here. I can't go out through there. Oh, that works. Can I manipulate it to... yeah. Well, that's fine. What was his name again? Barry? I hope this isn't Chris's blood. That's all I think of when I hear the name Barry.
I found the car, but the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there.
Barry, I don't have a light.
Take this, Al.
Thank you, Barry.
Oh God! Look at the house, Al.
Monster house? I'm gonna hide behind the tree. Alright. Don't need to get both doors. One will work just fine. Is that a house? I wouldn't really call it a house. Let's proceed through the garden, shall we? And these developers also made a game called Quantum Break. Might be interested in that. Fuck off. Is this a dead end? No. Another manuscript page.
I stared at the Viking paraphernalia that littered the area, surrounding an unlikely centerpiece. A full-size stage complete with an impressive sound system with all the trimmings, including a dragon. It took a special kind of crazy to build something like this in a remote field. When the sky split open with a deafening boom and the music started blasting, it felt strangely appropriate.
It felt strangely appropriate. Yes.
Kyle, be careful! I can see them moving around! They're coming for you!
I don't mind. Yeah, see, sometimes it's better to just aim at them. Instead of, yeah, this big guy's gonna be a problem, though. Oh. I was wondering what was happening. Almost died there. We're good though.
Hartman hurried down the corridor. He had disliked leaving Wake when he was surely at his most susceptible to therapy. But this was not an ordinary storm. Wake had been writing, and he had woken something up in the depths of the lake. Now, it was coming for him. Hartman had naturally prepared for a situation like this. The idiot brothers would keep Wake distracted while Hartman double-checked everything, just to be sure.
Okay. Sorry about those bumps, I had to adjust my mic a little bit. I think it's okay where it's at right now. We got a checkpoint, sweet. It seems like we have another special taken. Or at least one that's gonna be harder to kill. The ones that can normally talk. They're normally stronger. Is that Hartman? I don't think that's Hartman. Birds, great. These fucking birds are aggravating. Those stupid birds. They take forever to kill, they're not even worth the resources. I'm just going to ignore them. Should I use the flare gun on them? Maybe we'll just keep going, I don't know. Of course. Get fucking wrecked. I really hate his stamina. His stamina is so annoying. Come on, dude, just run. Gotta be so slow all the damn time.
Mott knew that Wake was smarter than him. Wake had more money,
A beautiful wife, everything, and Hartman said Wake was important. Wow.
But Mott was calling the shots now. He'd expected Wake to whimper and grovel, but instead, he seemed willing to fight. Mott knew he'd gotten under Wake's skin. If only Mott actually had his wife. The thought made him shiver.
Okay, so then that's basically implying that this doctor was behind that kidnapping there. Pretty fucking shit guy. He was using our wife all along too. Getting close with her because he felt so bad for us, you know? Us with our case of writer's block. He just wanted to help. I think headshots do make a difference. I'm gonna make a conscious thought to go ahead and try to go for those more. It's not a huge difference, it's only a bullet difference, but still. Game of Thrones is over, man. It was so good though. Apparently next season, from what I've read, it's only gonna have 6 episodes, but they're gonna be like 80 minutes, 85 minutes each.
For the moment, Barry was just glad he had survived the fall. He had been separated from Al, and there was no easy way to climb back up. He told himself he'd be okay in the gloomy forest at night. He would just have to wait for a while for Al to find his way down. Barry turned when he heard the heavy footsteps and saw the movement. The man-shaped shadow lunged at him from the bushes, an axe held high. Barry screamed and threw up his hand. The world exploded.
That's pretty dramatic, don't you think? Emil made Tom do it. Emil? Emil? I have no idea. Emily? Emil? Who knows? But I think they're talking about the old chick with the veil in front of her face. More dots. So is there a little cache here? Come here, buddy. Yeah, headshots definitely make a difference. Either that, or the game randomly selects parts where the enemies are weaker. Hey, we got an achievement, Finders Keepers. What do we get? We got 2 flare gun rounds. What do we got here? We got a double barrel shotgun. Or is this the pump action? Where do you want us to go, game? Maybe we need to go back around. I don't know. This game isn't actually scary. It's like Goosebumps scary. But then again, I've watched reviews on it and people are like, oh, it's scary. Yeah, it's got plenty of scares. Like, I wouldn't even say this is creepy. So I don't know. I guess people really do have drastically different tolerances to horror. I mean, to some people that's obvious, but I mean, this game is like nothing. I could have played this game when I was like 12 and not even be afraid. Yeah, I don't know. It has nothing to do with suspension of disbelief either.
As Wake's features slackened. The man was bullheaded, no doubt. Even lying on the bed, he'd almost broken Hartman's nose the second time. But with a little time, he could break Wake down, give him proper direction. Wake was easily the most promising subject he had had. Well, since Tom, really. Sleep well, Alan, Hartman whispered with a smile. Let me take care of you. He sniffed hard to clear his throbbing nose, swallowed blood, and barely tasted it.
That cold-hearted bastard. Wow. The taste of blood was numb on his tongue. Only because he was so accustomed to it already. Fucking cannibal psychologist from Deerville. Or what it was called Bright Falls, my bad. It basically is Deerville.
Can you open this gate?
I can't.
Maybe.
Barry,
Well, I slammed it shut when the nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of loose in the lock, so,
Okay, just go fucking die. Go die.
I'll find it. Don't worry about it.
Okay, go die. Not another ambush.
hurry up, Barry.
I'm on it. I'm on it.
Did I just take down a big guy in 3 shots? That's awesome. Did he just say I found a quarter?
I found it! Ah, no, wait, that's a twig. Here it is! Al, I found the key!
Are you fucking kidding in the cutout? That's perfect.
Bright Falls. Come back soon sign.
We're going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
What the fuck is this dialogue? Who wrote this shit? It's fucking garbage. That's another thing too. Alan Wake, his monologues and his narration, okay, good. But all this other shit, like, all the other human beings, even the fucking monsters, the ones that talk, the Taken, they talk about mundane shit like getting their spark plug changed. And,
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the
But
craziest.
maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before, it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. We just need to find it.
Look out!
I don't think that's possible from that small of a boulder. Definitely would have knocked him back a little bit, but come on.
God damn it, Al, talk to me!
I like his jacket. Wish I owned a jacket like that. People think that the
I lost
leather
my
pad...
gun in the crash. Barry was nowhere to be seen.
Barry! Barry!
Oh, man, you're okay! Jeez, it's good to hear your voice! I was trying to get out of the car, but the ground gave way. Man, what a drop!
Oh, is that
Don't
him?
worry, your cutout is fine.
Yeah, there he
Get
is.
that. Are you okay?
I hit some bushes, didn't get a scratch. There's no way you can climb down, though. It's like a sheer wall. Ah, Al, there's something moving down here!
Barry, it's a Taken! Use a flare, Barry!
Yeah!
Barry, are you alright?
I'm good, Al. I'm great. Guess you never messed with anyone from New York City before, huh? You're gonna have to find your way around to the farm, Al. I'll be waiting.
Barry, just wait for me, okay?
Al, I'm not staying here. It's suicide. I'm going to the farm. I'm gonna go ahead and secure the area. You can catch up. Don't worry about it. I'm on the case.
Now he's Rambo. This would turn into a disaster if I didn't catch up with Barry.
Okay. Now I'm starting to like Barry more. Because, like, with all the shit that he's seen, he was still talking like it was just a normal Sunday. Well, we don't have a flashlight, we don't have flares, we don't have a revolver. So yeah, now we're just gonna have to bob and weave our way. Yeah, I saw them. I'm stuck. Is there actual Taken? Sounds like there's actual Taken behind us somewhere. Kind of disorientating. Oh, come on, really? All this for a manuscript.
he stopped the car at the Anderson farm, Walter felt relieved. Oblivion was close at hand. The brothers wouldn't miss a jar of moonshine or two in the booby hatch. But then he saw the man on the porch, and he knew who it was. Driving for his life and knowing it was useless, he didn't realize he was crying until he couldn't see the road for the tears.
Okay, so I mean, the manuscripts kind of foreshadow and sometimes pretty much tell you exactly what happens in the game, so I don't know if I should read them or not, but his narration's nice. He's got a cool voice. I just need that thermos. Or thermos. However you want to pronounce it, Jesus Christ. We're probably gonna... Yeah, we're gonna die, aren't we? Yep. Okay, we're back here again. This part's kinda... I don't like it too much. Come on, Alan, run.
Shadows crawled over the gate. I needed a light to destroy them to get through.
I'm guessing there must be one up here. I don't know where else there'd be one. Another manuscript. They sure do love to just...
Nightingale stared at the passed out rider. The man was sleeping off one hell of a night. Nightingale felt a stab of envy at Wake's oblivion, but he had a job to do. He put the gun to Wake's head and almost became a murderer. His hand shook and his throat felt tight and dry. Biting his teeth, he tried again to pull the trigger. He lost the nerve. Wake stirred. Nightingale would have to settle for an arrest.
Wasn't Wake sleeping? How did Wake stir? What does stirred even mean? I'm not even gonna bother checking there. See, this is the thing with doing playthroughs. I feel like if there are collectibles that are obvious to see, or like, for instance, with Little Nightmares, the collectibles in the DLC, I didn't even know they were collectibles. They just looked like little bottles to me. So, I feel like if I know there's collectibles and I purposely skip them, I feel like that's wrong to do. Because I feel like it's
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
Well, we have a flashlight. It's basically like using rubber bullets, basically. A non-lethal, very weak deterrent. Yeah, I have ears, I can hear them. This game. Fuck. Yep, too late now. Barely have any batteries, too. We don't have any batteries, actually. Well, I guess I could always just dodge them. See, now they go poof. That's one way to do it.
A car was driving away from the farm, headed in the same general direction as I was. For all I knew, it was Barry, caught in the consequences of leaping before looking.
That bastard sure does move quick. Faster than us, that's for sure. Yeah, let's get the heavy duty. What do we got here? Some more batteries. I mean, I guess those have to be collectibles. Kinda don't see the point in it, but oh well.
The car was heading for the cabin up ahead. It wasn't far. If it was Barry, I would see the damage soon.
I could go for a cup of coffee right now. I used to be one of those coffee drinkers where I could have, like, easily 4 cups a day. Now, a lot for me is like 2. This makes my stomach feel a bit uneasy. Ooh.
I'm trying to deliver each page to the right time and place. I'm trying to show you how the story goes.
I had seen glimpses of the light before.
Hold that
The
thought,
dark
Alan.
presence followed the choreography laid out to it in the manuscript, growing stronger and stronger, moving like a storm from one scene of destruction to the next. But it was still bound to follow the story and chained to the dark place it came from. When the story reached the end it longed for, it would finally be free. I had seen it in my dream. It was a strange spaceman or a diver in a bulky suit. He was the one who'd been placing the pages on my path.
I see. And there's a lot of bear traps. Apparently they're only easy to spot if you shine your flashlight on them. I would like to think that we passed them all, but I don't want to let this game get the best of me. There's another manuscript page, but before we do that, nope, don't pick up the gun.
Someone had left a gun behind. Now I had a fighting chance of reaching the farm.
Alright, let's pick up the manuscript page now.
The storm raged on as the Anderson brothers walked unsteadily away from the clinic with the other patients in tow, knowing that this time they wouldn't return. The darkness around them seethed with horrors, but Tor and Odin were unafraid. Their eyes glinted with guile. They knew every secret path, and there was blood on their hands. They had fought these shades before.
Got a lot of shotgun ammo. Heck yeah. Some more bear traps. Wait, can he step into the bear trap? I don't know. I think the double barrel is actually stronger than the pump action, because the pump action was super weak. It would take like 3 shots compared to like 1 or 2 shots with the double. Shit. Uh-oh. See, this is what I'm saying when it's literally like Pokemon. I'm really like not in the mood. Oh, now that we're really close. Why waste ammo when I could just, you know, go into the light? That's the way I thought about it.
I could see the car, but there was no sight of the driver.
Yeah, he actually reversed back in, too. So he took his sweet time. That's not something someone in trouble would do.
Hello?
Some more
Anybody here?
batteries. And there's
Barry.
Barry getting pigged.
No! Danny, you're not! Please! What are you? No! Don't! I'm sorry!
Hold on, I'm gonna get this thermos first. It seems more important. There is no real sense of urgency. We couldn't have stopped it or saved him or anything. At least I don't think.
I know you. You were in jail the other day.
I went to the farm again for the moonshine, you know? It makes you see. They're not gonna miss it. They're in the loony bin. But my buddy, Danny, I lost him. Something's gone wrong with him. It's not him. Like a real bad follow-up to a real good movie. The best friend's suddenly the bad guy. Who wrote this crap anyway?
Well... Let me see, I like these scenes too.
Every possible course in my head. If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story, and it's going to kill her, and me, and everybody in this town. No one will survive. Darkness will consume everything. This is what it's wanted all along. It will be free, unstoppable. It used Alice to get to me, dangled her in front of me to keep me going. It was never going to release her. I'm going to change this. I'll escape.
Sure hope so, Alan.
I've written myself into the story. I'm now the protagonist. This feels like a terrible risk, but it's the only way to save Alice. I'll be bound by the events of the story just as much as anyone else who's been woven into it. The story must stay true for this to work. There have to be victims along the way, near escapes, cliffhangers. In a horror story, it can't be certain that the hero will succeed or even survive. He almost has to die. I'll write my own escape into the story next. I need help. Zane's going to be the one who will help me. I'll make it happen.
Okay, interesting. So it's basically what we're going through right now. This whole experience is me. I wrote that. But the only reason why it's coming to life is because this place, Bright Falls, has that type of power. Farm animals can't be pets, is that what you just said? I'll have you know piggies are cute. Headshots on those guys do really
Let me
nothing.
guess. Danny, huh?
Danny was a big boy.
The farm was still a good distance away. I'd need a car to get there fast.
It's a truck, not a car.
If Barry wasn't up here, he was probably in trouble down at the farm. For a moment, I felt bad for doubting it. After all, I made it this far myself. But Barry...
Did you see that
was Barry.
drift? Kentucky Drift. Too fast, too furious Kentucky Drift. Oh yeah. Yeehaw! I'm bored. That's probably the best part. Oh, well, I missed that guy. Well, it was nice seeing you, Truck. You served me well. But now it is time for our paths to split. Are you kidding me? Didn't want to risk losing any health or anything like that. Raindrops. I gotta stop singing songs. Apparently that can get you some copyright, which is hilarious. I don't know how true I am, how right I am on that.
I'd known the brothers used to be some kind of rock stars. but it hadn't really sunk in until I saw the stage.
Ow! Run! Incoming! There's too many of them!
God damn.
It looked like an elephant from the distance.
Shut up and shoot! Ow! We have to fight them off! I can set off more of the fireworks from here and help you out! Hey, Al! Did you notice there's a lot of ammo and stuff around? This place is stocked! Al, hold on! I'll show you the safe spots are.
Nice.
Rewiring! Hang on, Al! I'll get them working again, I promise!
Oh, fuck. Shit. Did we just die?